Brunson ahead of steam. He burrows in deep and scores! Wow. A 10-0 run for the Mavericks. Delirium in Dallas. They open up the floor for Dinwiddie. Strong left hand. Slithers in to Kleber.
He's hotter than fish grease.
Woo-wee! Wow. You are now rocking with the best. Ro Harris back in here. It is Game Time presented by Kia, along with the NBA champion, All-Star Steve Smith, and 7-time champion Robert Horry. We have just witnessed the Dallas Mavericks tie the series up, one game apiece, the victory over the Utah Jazz. We witnessed Jalen Brunson play out of his mind. No Luka in this game, who's out with the calf injury. And Smitty, second-round pick, no Luka, had never scored this many points in the NBA, in the postseason, or even in college. He responds with 41, a huge game, did it all on 25 shots, really played in control, came out aggressive. Your thoughts on his performance in the Mavs victory?
We talked about it, that him and Spencer Dinwiddie had to come out aggressive, and boy, did Jalen Brunson come out aggressive, knocking down jump shots. But what was more impressive for me, he controlled the pace. He did not have a turnover. That is unreal. The Dallas Mavericks only had 3, and Spencer Dinwiddie had 3. So with Jalen Brunson, this was one of those games that you definitely mark and say, hey, go back when he gets old like me and Rob. He'll get a chance to talk about this one. He was phenomenal, fantastic. And boy, did he put some pressure on the Utah Jazz going back to Utah.
Back in my day, that's how he's going to start that conversation.
Yeah.
As the shot chart goes up, we're paying attention.
Uh-oh, you're right, Rob.
Hey.
Oh, no. There's 2.
He kind of moved around a little bit. We know he's left-handed. Clearly a lot of shots taken on the left side of the floor. However, he got a couple up on the right side. Big shot, Bob. He had a huge game tonight.
You talking about being efficient. This guy was very efficient, 15 for 25. We talked about him. I'm so impressed with 0 turnovers. I think the last time we seen something like that, his coach, Jason Kidd, probably did something like that. But the way he played under control. He played like he was a team that was up 1-0. He played so under control. He kept everybody in position. He got people in position to score. Think about it. He kicked it out to Maxey. Maxey was 8 for 10 for 3 or something, 8 for 11 for 3, knocked it down. And that's how a point guard should control the game. Even though he was scoring a lot, he controlled the game with his pace, with his assists, and getting people involved, and knowing when to take a rest. When he said, you know what, Spencer, I'm a little tired. Now you go and you do your thing. So he was sharing the basketball.
Sharing the basketball. He had 8 assists, 10 points in the fourth quarter. He joins a list of Luka Doncic, Dirk Nowitzki, Nick Van Exel, Rolando Blackman, and now Jalen Brunson, Dallas Mavericks, that have had 40-point playoff games, which is outstanding. But you mentioned it, only 3 turnovers, which ties an NBA playoff record with the number of different teams. They also hit 22 three-pointers in this game. They really came out aggressive. And Maxi Kleber, outstanding, 25 points off the bench. You mentioned him. He had 8 threes. We talk about the others. And Big Shot Rob, you've had some games like this where you come off the bench and you provide these big-time performances. Your thoughts on him and what he did?
Well, he spreads the floor. He brings out a Stifle Tower, and the Stifle Tower couldn't block shots like he wanted to because now Maxey's knocking down the shot. If you watch the way Stifle was playing, he was like, which way did he go, which way did he go? He didn't know what to do. Do I go out and guard Maxey, or do I stay in the paint and block shots? And he got punished because his indecisiveness kind of hurt them defensively. They didn't know what to do, so Maxey got a chance to knock down shots. And when you're knocking down shots at a clip like that, it makes it so much easier for other guys that are on your team because Spencer was able to drive. Brunson was able to drive. Next thing you know, yo, guys, I'm in the corner. I'm knocking down threes. So that's the best thing for a team when you got a guy who we call the others is knocking down big shots like Maxey.
8 for 11.
Timely threes, too.
Timely threes. And Smith, if you look at the box score, 8 for 11 field goal attempts, but 8 for 11 from 3. He only took threes in this game. Hey, if that's what you're going to do what you do.
Do what you do best. Know your lane.
Hey, stay in your lane.
lane.
And as the shot chart comes up, Smitty, you see how he went to work.
He did, and what I loved about it was timely threes they needed, and obviously you got to have guards breaking you down, and a lot of those plays down the stretch, you saw Jalen Brunson breaking down the defense and then kick it out to, and guys started looking for him, and he got his feet set. There was no hesitation, and he wanted to take those shots. He knocked them down. We said it. Somebody else is going to have a big game. He did it. Spencer Dinwiddie was very solid, but it came down to Jalen Brunson and also Maxi Kleber knocking down threes.
Big-time ball game by the Dallas Mavericks. They tie the series up at 1 game apiece. Right now, Jason Kidd is at the podium. Let's take a listen.
Jason, I guess we can just start with Maxey. I mean, 8 3-pointers tonight. Just your overall thoughts on that?
Pretty good. He had the shots that he's had, and we all have said this. You know, he hadn't made any. You know, at the end of the season, but he's just a pro. He keeps playing defensively. He never complains, and the beauty of his teammates trust him, and he has to shoot them because he can shoot. And today he made them, and we're going to need him no matter if he makes or misses. It just creates space. It helps everyone on the floor, and he was huge for us tonight for us to get up 47 threes.
You lost a rebounding battle in game 1 by 19. You lost it again tonight by 19. How do you make sense of this crazy game?
Well, that's just part of basketball. You can't win every stat. You can't because you guys will pick everything apart that we didn't win the rebounding game. We didn't win something. We didn't turn the ball over. We won that stat, and then one of the biggest stats is we won the game. We ran it back. That's what we talked about. If we run it back, we felt like we were going to make shots. And again, we held them under 33s. Hard to do, but it gives us an opportunity, we believe, to win. And they, you know, we felt they got to their playmaker, Gobert, because he only had one shot, and they tried to get him more shots, and they're going to have to continue to get him more shots. But they can win the rebounding war, but it's about winning the game, and that's what we did.
Jason, you also won with Jalen. I saw you two talking pretty frequently throughout the game, and I know that's something you tend to do, but what did you sense from him and just kind of his purpose and his demeanor tonight and in going out there and being that leading guy on offense?
Yeah, he didn't wait. He took up the space and was aggressive from the jump ball. We talked about it earlier. Again, don't wait. Get to your spot and do what you do best. And I thought he ran the team extremely well. He found spots to score, and then he made plays. I thought one of the biggest plays, and we won't talk about it, or it won't be a big one, but I told DP to be ready to shoot a 3 and that your buddy's going to find you, and he did, and it looked good. I thought he made it. DP said it felt good. All shooters say it feels good. But it's just the trust. That locker room trusts the game plan, and they trust each other, and you saw that tonight.
What impact do you think dribble penetration had, especially when you guys were playing 5 out and setting up all the threes?
Well, analytics will say if you're shooting 3s and the other team's shooting 2s, you have a great chance of winning. And so it's just mathematics. If we're making 3s and they're making 2s, we feel like we're playing their game, and we feel we have the advantage. And as we get healthy here, hopefully that gives us the edge. They're a great team. They're well coached, but if we can continue to attack the paint and make them play defense. We truly believe we're going to get an open shot if we are patient. And tonight we got all the open shots we want, and we made them.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Speaking of on that dribble penetration, like how much easier was it once Maxey started hitting those threes, and it both pulled Rudy out a little bit, and then he was sucking back in, and there was just a rotation all around the court. Did you feel like the offense and the looks you guys were getting dramatically improved at that point?
If we make shots, we truly believe we have a chance to win. That's not guaranteed that we can win, but it gives us the opportunity to win. We had the same looks in game 1, and we just didn't make it. It's just like the season. Early in the season, we didn't make shots. We struggled a little bit offensively, but defensively gave us the opportunity to win. And so the talk of the last couple of days is continue to believe and trust one another, that when you let go of the ball, that you're gonna make the shot, and that's what those guys did. Even Josh, I thought had great looks, turned down a 3 to get a mid-range, made it. Like, he's gonna be open, and we're encouraging him. He's gonna shoot it, and he's gonna make them. That's what we believe in. If we continue to make the right basketball plays, we truly believe we can be in a situation to win games. Now we got to take it on the road.
Did you want Jalen seeking out more threes? 10 was a season high, the 10 attempts he had, and I think a career high. Did you actively hope he would have a number closer to 10 or double digits?
I don't know if we have a number on an individual, but as a team we have a number, and we got there tonight. So, but again, as I said earlier, JB didn't wait tonight. He after the jump ball, he was